Okay, y'all. So, I want to talk about fumbling people, dropping the ball, fumbling people, right? Having a chance with people, and you know, people that you ain't had no business having a chance with in the first place for whatever reason. Maybe your life wasn't together, maybe you wasn't where you were supposed to be, or they weren't where they were supposed to be in life. Anyway, let me just tell y'all this quick story. So back in, I want to say 2017, I met this guy who was he was a fire chief. He had a lot going for himself. He had properties. He had restaurants he owned. He had a lot going for himself, right? He was like the CEO of a nonprofit organization, and just had a lot going on for himself. So anyway, when this man came into my life, he was so attracted to me, and at this time I was in between jobs. I ain't have no type of credentials. I didn't have a lot going for myself. I was going through depression, and I just had severe low self-esteem. And I just had, just all types of issues from past relationships, right? And so anyway, this guy still wanted to pursue me, and he just saw so much potential in me and so much greatness in me. And this man would speak life into me. He would say, no, he would not let me talk negative about myself. Every time I said something about myself as a takeaway, he would add something, and he would just begin to speak life into me and say, help me set goals, and, help me with direction, and to say, I want to be with you. I want to support you. And he was just very supportive. And on top of that, y'all, he was fine. Okay. He was fine. He was the total package. Needless to say, I fumbled. Yes, guys, women fumble too. We fumble too. We drop the ball too, for different reasons, right? And so, I just want to say this. You're not going to get 2 or 3 chances and so many chances with people, good people. You're not going to be able to keep fumbling people, right? And think, it's going to come roll back around, right? So, I just want to say this. Make sure you work on yourself and put yourself in a position to have the relationship, the healthy relationship that you are desiring, okay? Make sure you do the work on yourself. And if you have not done the work on yourself, don't even enter into a relationship. Men, do not pursue women when you know you're toxic. Don't pursue women when you know you just got out that relationship. Don't pursue women when you know you're financially struggling, right? Just work on you and get you together. And women, when you know you got residue from past relationships, when you know you're still broken, when you know you're still going through whatever you're going through, just take a pause and work on yourself. Now, I will say this too, and this may be going off the subject a little bit. When you get into a relationship, if you find that you got to get your mojo outside of that relationship, if you lose your mojo while you in that relationship, if you constantly drained or feel some type of way, that person, they not it. Going back to that going back to that fireman that I dated, he spoke life into me. Period. In a time in my life where I was down, he didn't bring me down in no type of way. I didn't feel drained. He inspired me. He motivated me. He made me feel like, okay, I can do this. He helped build my self-esteem. Okay, so if you're in a relationship and you feel drained and you just can't get it together, and in past relationships it wasn't like that for you, that person ain't it for you. Okay, so moral of the story is stop fumbling people. Stop getting in relationships when you ain't ready. And know the difference between when somebody is for you and when they not. Because if you in that relationship and your light become dim, they ain't for you. Y'all be empowered.